Hey there everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Spyro Year of the Dragon, the third and final Spyro game on the PS1. This will be the end of the original trilogy. And wow, that entered demo mode really fast. But, yes, this third and final Spyro game for the PS1 is easily his biggest and most grand adventure out of all of them. Yeah, that's kind of like spoiling a later level. Well, I don't know if you'd even really call it spoiling, but, yeah. But yes, Year of the Dragon is quite a bit larger than Ripto's Rage was. %117%. Yeah, not loading that. I'll just start a new game in the second file. There's something cool about this one. We get to choose an icon. Of course, Spyro icon's taken up on the first one. Yeah, you know, we'll go with Hunter. An evil plot unfolds. Got quite a few opening cutscenes here.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now, go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the Dragon Worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Worlds. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it.
And the adventure begins for the third and final time. So, yeah, Spyro Year of the Dragon. I keep wanting to call it Spyro 3, because technically it is Spyro 3. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't call it Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, but yeah. It's a habit of mine. Sometimes I call it Spyro 3, but its proper name is just Spyro Year of the Dragon. Anyway, you know, between... I may have talked about this before, but between, the three Spyro games, my favorite tends to trade off between Ripto's Rage and Year of the Dragon. I think because I'm fairly certain that Ripto's Rage was the first one that I ever played. Oh yeah, it was the first one I ever played, of course, because yeah, I first played it in the demo. Yeah, the demo that yeah, that came on a disc. I don't know if the disc came with a PlayStation or if it came with, or if it was on one of those Pizza Hut demo discs, but... You guys are probably wondering why I'm not doing anything right now. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and rescue the egg. I wanted to be quiet for the egg hatching. That's why I was trying to explain everything before I did that. But anyway, also, what am I doing? But anyway, I would say Spyro 3, like, if you're looking at it from an objective standpoint, Spyro 3 is definitely the best game in the series, but Spyro 2 is sometimes my favorite just because, you know, nostalgic reasons and a cutscene coming up. Gotta finish what I'm saying really fast.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back up that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find an egg, our expertly trained armies will dispose of you and take it back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Whatever you say, Bunny Rabbit. But anyway, yeah, this game is objectively the best Spyro game, but, you know, for nostalgic purposes, sometimes Spyro 2 takes the top spot. After I finish this again, though, Spyro 3 will probably once again be my favorite.
Hi, Spyro. To look left or right, press the L2 or R2 buttons. To quickly center the camera behind you, press the L1 or R1 button. You can look all around by holding the triangle button down.
It actually has been a while since I've played through this one. Also, you know, Bianca was talking about how she expertly hid all these eggs, but, yeah, she kind of just left one laying right there in plain sight. I wouldn't say she's that good at hiding them. Also, yeah, hey, look who it is over there. He's back in this game. Oh, moneybags.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too.
Oh, you're only here because you heard a rumor that Spyro was coming.
The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something.
So, yeah, Spyro Year of the Dragon doesn't have any new moves for you to learn from Moneybags, but this time around, you have to pay him to, I forgot. I thought that was my headset being weird for a second. Yeah, the music goes all staticky for some reason for me.
Yo, Spyro, I just found one of those portal thingamajigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the X button to jump, then press the X button again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me.
So yeah, that, like, distracted me, and now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, right. So while you don't learn new moves in this game, you will be able to free, other characters, and you can actually play as them. In Spyro 3, you don't play as only Spyro.
To get the best glide, press...
Yeah, I know, Hunter. I'm not a noob at this.
I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hovering. To hover, just press the triangle button at the end of your glide. Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Okay, I think the talking is done for now, but, yeah, so you won't be able to just, like, select them and play as them whenever you want, but, they will have certain levels dedicated to themselves. Like, each character has their own, like, home level that you'll have to play through before you can actually unlock them, like, as a playable character, and then after that, there's certain, like, areas in various different levels where you will require that character to be unlocked to actually get through. Like, you'll find a portal with, like, a picture of the character's face on a sign, and if you walk through that portal, then you'll assume control of that character, and you'll get to play through, like, an area that's designed for them. So, it's pretty cool. And yes, the main thing you're doing in this game is collecting dragon eggs. We collected a few eggs in the first Spyro game, but now in Spyro Year of the Dragon, that is the main thing. In fact, if I remember right, there's a total of 136 eggs total in the game. So there's quite a bit. Oh yeah, and the more eggs you collect, the more worlds you open. Some of the portals are sealed off until you collect a certain number of eggs. To get into the Tiki Lodge here, we need 10.
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
I believe that's actually explained by the fact that, like, because there's no dragons here anymore, there's, like, no magic left in the realm, but as, like, the baby dragons are born, it's like their magic will activate portals and stuff.
Your game camera is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to control the camera yourself and moves more slowly. If you like, I can change the game camera to active mode. In active mode, the camera moves much faster.
No.
Okay, I won't change it.
I see an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to get my fur all wet. Maybe you could get it. You can dive underwater by pressing the square button when you're on the surface, and charge underwater by holding down the square button.
You know, talking during this first level has been kind of difficult because I forgot how much dialogue there was. Now here's something real special. See, Sparks actually gets his own levels in this game too. There's one Sparks level in each homeworld, and you can't play those levels until you complete that particular homeworld. Meaning, once you defeat the boss and come back, then you'll be able to take on the Sparks level. And the Sparks levels are very interesting. They're unique. But for those of you who've never seen them before, I'll let it be a surprise why. They're fun, though. I'll say that much. Also, if you're wondering, no, not all baby dragons have their own little animation thing. A lot of them are going to get repeated. I guess designing 136 unique animations would be a little over the top. Oh, and if you're wondering whether or not the speedways come back in this game, they do. This right here is the first speedway. I forget exactly what this one's called. Was it the Mushroom Speedway, I think? But yeah, we need 20 eggs to get in there, so we're not going to be able to get into that speedway until we get a few levels completed. Speaking of which, we should probably start heading into our first level soon. Actually, How many eggs do I need to open this place up? 14. Let's talk to this guy. Why
Here
not?
I was, about to go for a nice swim at Shell Beach, and my portal just disappeared right in front of me. If you go find some more of those dragon eggs, I bet this portal will turn on again.
So, you know, I thought I was forgetting something. Hold on. There's stuff down here.
This is a Superfly power-up, Spyro. Whenever you walk through any power-up that looks like this one, it will allow you to fly for a while.
So yeah, in this, in Spyro 2, the power-ups no longer require, enemy souls or whatever in order to activate. And on that note, enemies in this game give gems once again. Like in the first Spyro game. And there's all the gems. I don't know why my music does that glitchy thing. And there's all the eggs. Yeah, I'd like to note that I'm playing the greatest hits version on my PS2. I don't know if that's like... I don't know if the glitch is related to that version. Actually, before I go into the first world, I'd like to explain, speaking of music glitches, there's actually a glitch with the final boss music. I know it's a little early to be talking about the final boss, but it's like... I felt like I should say this sooner than later. There's a glitch involving the final boss music where it doesn't play. Like, the final boss is literally just silent for me. And, apparently in the original release of this game, the final boss music, it would actually, like, due to, like, a glitch, you know, due to, like, an error in the programming, it would actually play this music for the final boss, and, yeah, that's not exactly that great. I mean, it's a good song, but it's obviously not a boss fight song, and apparently they fixed it in the greatest hits version, but not in mine. Because in mine, it's just dead silence. So what I'm going to have to do is, like, I'm going to have to manually, like, insert the final boss theme into, you know, like, into the video when I play it. But yeah, final boss music is actually really good. Funny thing is, it's like, despite having played this game, like, many years ago for the first time, I never actually heard the final boss music in this game until recently, like, about a year or two ago. I heard it for the first time, obviously from a YouTube video. But anyway, enough about that.